So I have a couple of friends that have been lied about by some very respected people. And that's really frustrating. I got this question a few days ago from someone who's new to the faith. They just gave their life over to Christ, and they said, "Why is it that I have so much more trouble now?" So let me ask you this. If you are in a military and you have an adversary, are you going to actively fight that adversary when they oppose you? If they just stand aside and don't fight you at all, and you know they're not going to fight you, why would you bother them? Why would you waste resources? I've got news for you. The devil is the exact same thing. So when you come to Christ, you're going to be lied about. The enemy has come to steal, kill, and destroy. If you think lying's not part of that, think again. Your life is not going to be easier. If anything, your life is going to be harder. But don't let that discourage you, because guess what? God says, "My burden is light and my yoke is easy," which basically means you're still going to have to work. You're still going to have to find a way to put food in your mouth. You're still going to have to put a roof over your head. But the opportunities to do that are much easier to come by. God gives us a spirit of peace, of understanding. And it's really, really important that you understand that when you decide that you want to be on God's team, when you put God first, He puts you first. Life is still hard. I asked my dad when I was about 11, I said, "Dad, does life get any easier?" And he said, "No, Brett, it doesn't. If anything, it gets more difficult, but you do get better at dealing with it." And I like to think that's kind of how God works. When you come to God, you've got access to somebody with all the answers. Now, that's not to say that the teacher is, saying anything during the test. Like when we were in school, the teacher's always quiet during the test, right? So there are periods of time where I don't hear from God, friends of mine don't hear from God. We all go through that. And that's when you have to stop and think, what am I trying to learn? Why am I under this attack? Is this something that I need to be taken care of? Do I need to fix something in my life? Or is this a lesson that I need to apply? Am I making the same mistake over again? When people lie about you, when the mortgage is due, when you lose a job, none of this is easy. None of this is nice. None of this is what we would call good. But I promise you this, somewhere in that trouble, somewhere, there's going to be a lesson and a blessing. I promise you that. So, don't get discouraged. Even when people lie about you, even when things are not going your way, don't be discouraged. It means you're on the right track. I love you. Be blessed today.